It's Thursday, October the 12th, and getting towards the end of the year. It's coming in a hurry.
It's hard to believe we're almost halfway through the month of October.
And as a football fan, we're halfway through the season of college, and that's sad to me.
Been some good,
been some really fun
good
stuff.
football.
Yep.
Been quite a week for a lot of reasons. I would imagine all of us have been drawn to or disgusted by what we see going on in the Middle East. So we reach out to our to Israel and our Jewish friends in terms of all the hardship they're on, and our prayers and thoughts are with them.
Absolutely. But it does create more chaos for markets, no doubt about it. Oil prices are inching back up. This is never good for markets. I did say a couple of months ago that never in our time together, which is over 20 years, have we seen the opportunities for so many black swan events. Right. And this one came out, as most black swan events do, came out of nowhere. It's not one that we suspected, and it creates havoc in the markets.
Christy Hardy asked me a question that we talked about this morning indirectly at the breakfast table, and maybe many of y'all are thinking about that. Okay, with the news, we started this off with the horrible news that's happening in Israel and what we're seeing, but shortly after that news began in this week, the stock market has been up.
Last 5 days, it's been up 2.5% on the S&P 500.
So how do you correlate that? How do you plan through that? And first of all, as Christy asked me, why is that? One of the primary reasons is that the market, we can't figure out why the market thinks this, but the market is saying that they feel like there's a lesser chance now in November, December that the Federal Reserve is going to increase interest rates.
And maybe in November for sure. I think that December still could be another 25 basis points.
You and I would say we think it's going to increase.
Because nothing's changed other than to the negative for economy, and that is oil prices are going to get higher.
Yeah, and CPI numbers came out this morning. PPI numbers came out last week, and all of that ratcheting up inflation concerns. But the market, even with the war that has started this week, it has had a good week, and it again is one of the main drivers is their anticipation that the Fed is going to pause.
It doesn't mean we're rushing out and buying equities.
No. The other issue is, and we talked about it this morning on the show, is that we're entering into earnings season. And a prime example would have been is Delta Airlines, and that is showing that people are traveling. They're traveling domestically and they're traveling overseas. Earnings season.
And airlines are one of those industries that can pass on higher fuel costs to the people sitting in the seats. So that's what they're doing in order to continue to have record earnings.
All right, so let Gib and I break it down for you of how we see it, where we are right now between now and the end of the year. A piece of your money, we would say, and is, with virtually everybody we work with, is in the stock market. Mm-hmm. That piece is going to go up or it's going to...
I think it's that simple.
It really has boiled down to that with all that's going on. That's where we are, and that's the conversation. I'm going to go meet with a client here after our meeting. We'll have that. I had meetings yesterday just like you did. That's the conversation.
And my conversation went exactly that way with my afternoon appointments yesterday. This particular person had 25% in the market. They were uncomfortable even with that percentage.
Oh, no. So, again, the expectation, the stock market is thinking it's going to be an up third quarter. Could be high, could be low. The earnings are potentially showing potential strong. Could make it higher, make it low. So what piece do you want to put in that risk? So that's exactly where we are.
So that's our strategy for quarter number 4 as we enter into the final 3 months of the year.
If you have any questions, you have any concerns, please call us. We know Chelsea in our office are reaching out to you and setting appointments. Call us. We'd love to chat with you. Don't forget, we are on top of the RMDs. We'll have to get that finalize the required minimum distributions. But we do this each and every week because we enjoy it. We are honored by you working with us, but it is your money.
And your money matters. Have a great rest of the
See you
week.
next week.
And see you next week.